Hey, what is happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you again. Today I want to take a look at a pair of dunks that I've gone for multiple times. Shout out to my good buddy Silent Z for letting me get a hold of his pair. I'm shooting this on Wednesday. This pair is actually dropping again on the sneakers app on May 30th, which is tomorrow. That'll be Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at these Dunk Lows in the medium curry colorway. So I've said it a lot lately, but I'll go ahead and repeat it again. It's a wonderful time for building up your sneaker collection. I'm not talking about buying stuff that you're going to be able to retire early from selling or anything like that. I'm not talking about making profit and that sort of thing. But right now, the sneaker market is at a beautiful place. You can buy shoes easily for retail. I picked up the Plum Dunk Lows. I picked up the Veneer Dunk Lows for retail. I've gotten a bunch of SB Dunk Lows for retail. I actually have the Big Money Savings pair. They're scheduled to be delivered today, and I am so pumped for those. I've gone after this colorway a handful of times, at least 2 or 3 times over the last couple of years, and every time I've taken an L. This is one of those pairs that a couple years back when they dropped, I think resale got up to over 300 pretty quick, and now I don't think resale is that bad, but because it's so easy to buy so many pairs for retail, I haven't paid resale for these. I'm going for them tomorrow whenever they drop on the sneakers app. I think they've got them uploaded with a suggested retail price of $125. Some people only rock SB dunks, but I don't discriminate. I love dunks like this too, and I'm going to show you all why. Comes in a standard box, nothing really out of the ordinary there. The tag reads Nike Dunk Low Retro Premium. The colors are Sail, Fossil, and medium curry. This is a size 13. That's what Silent Z goes with most of the time. I think these dropped just a month ago or something. I went for them, but I struck out on this pair. He got these very recently off the sneakers app, and I swear it was only like a month or 2 ago. But enough of my yapping. Here they are, just like the Veneers and the Plums that I was able to pick up this year. Materials on these things are so good, and I just love this color palette. Whenever I struck out on these the first time, I almost did pay resale when resale was really high. And the reason I didn't is because I have the one, I think they're called like cheetahs or something like that, but there was a small animal pack of Dunk Lows, and it had a zebra pair, and then I think they called them cheetah, maybe it was leopard, I forget, but it has some sort of spots. But these colors remind me of that pair that I have in my collection. I'll have to dig them out. I've worn them a couple of times, but that's another pair that years ago they were selling for well over 300 bucks, and now I think you can get those for close to retail. It's another great pair, but I'm saying all that to say I think these colors are really easy to wear. You really wouldn't have to think about anything. I mean, jeans and a t-shirt, sweats, you could even dress them up a little bit, but you really do notice immediately that all of these different colors of suede are just very, very good materials. They have a nice feel. The colors go together so nicely, and I'm just really feeling this pair of kicks. If I can get these for retail, I'll get them. If I strike out for retail, I'm not going to sweat it, because I've been getting so many retail dubs lately, and I don't need every shoe. I think sometimes I have to remind myself, just let them pass if you strike out for retail, because you really don't need every shoe, and you only have 2 feet. You can only wear 1 pair at a time. So if I don't get the retail W on these, I'll just move on to the next one. They're very wearable. It's all just neutral kind of earth tones with tan and brown, and I just think it's a beautiful pair of kicks. along with having really good materials, the QC on this pair seems really on point too. There's no glue stains or anything, and the shape of the shoes is very nice, and it's uniform from one shoe to the other, and that's always a big concern whenever I get dunk lows. Sometimes you'll get a pair and both shoes have a completely different shape from each other, but these look really good, and I haven't noticed any QC issues on this pair at all. I really do think that for the price of $125, this is a great pickup. Looking at the outsole, it's just this nice brown color, very similar to a Jordan 1 tread pattern. Pivot point in the front, Nike branding there at the midfoot. We've all seen that before. Go up from that brown outsole, we can see that it meets, I think, a sail midsole with sail stitching. It's definitely not bright white, but I think this off-white color really goes with the colors on the upper well. And as we get to the upper, that is my favorite part of this shoe, just because all of this suede, it's got varying lengths. You can see on the mudguard, and then wrapping around the heel, it's a shade of brown, but it's a nice fuzzy suede. It's really nice and hairy, and I just love the look of it. And then as you get to the eye stays, that's a different shade of brown, and that is either a very short-haired suede or else a nubuck material, but it's not shaggy like this other brown material is. And on the eye stays, that kind of matches the sock liner. And then for the base of the shoe, we have this off-white color, and of course we have these perforations like we always get on the toe box. But again, this is a very premium feeling suede, and it's nice and hairy, but you see this off-white here on the toe box and then on the side panels, and we also see it here at the heel where we see those rows of stitching. The last material is just kind of like a tan color, and it seems like it's a really short-haired suede for these swooshes. We have that same tan material, but it looks like it's a little bit hairier here on the heel tab, and then you have the Nike branding on that as well. It looks like our tongue is a little bit off-white, kind of matches the midsole that we see as well. And then we have off-white laces, just flat style. There's no extra laces that came with it. The tongue has that same off-white colored piping, and then it has a white tag with brown Nike branding there at the top. Like I mentioned before, we have a brown sock liner, and then we have the same brown color for our insole, and we've got some Nike branding down on that. That was a pretty quick video. I know I kind of flew through that, but I just wanted to throw something together and get y'all a look at these since they are dropping again tomorrow on the sneakers app. Like I said, resale isn't crazy or anything, but if I don't get the retail W, I'll just let this one pass. It's a very well done shoe, and these colors are really easy to wear. Let me know if you'll be going for these or if you're just going to let them pass. Let me know if you picked anything up lately, and I will catch you all on the next one. I'm out.